Hello and welcome back to another episode for the conversion of Lifeboat Hygge. Windy day today. I hope you can hear me all right. She's back to a summer mooring next to my barge, and this video will show you how we got here and whatever else has been going on this week. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I have got the fire going today, as it is a bit of a chilly day today with all that wind and everything. I've got all of the subfloor in, and there's still a few bits that need replacing, like those two bits, but at least they're level now, safe to walk on. The same for the step in. Like I said before, there's going to be hatches there to get to the different things, and like I said, it's a bit of a grey day and a bit chilly with all that wind. Yeah, there's loads of bits and pieces that still need doing, of course. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm not sure. So I'm making another locker over the space where the washing machine and the fridge freezer is going to go. Just because there's space overhead, and well, you can't have too many lockers in a galley anyway, and I think it's a good use of the space, as it is over the fridge freezer and the washing machine. It's not going to be used for anything else, and as I've got loads of open space everywhere anyway, I don't think it's going to take away anything from the feel of openness in the boat itself. There's no chance of putting anything over the worktop there, as the window's right there, and I don't want to obstruct the view. I think that's quite a nice solution, so I'm going to make the bottom in it and probably a shelf cut the plywood in my shed for it to width. So we'll see how we get on with that. I am getting a couple of professional people in for a couple of jobs. As you may know, my bow thrust needs repairing, and hopefully next week that will be looked at. Another thing that needs doing, as Buckley squeezes past, or not so much needs doing as that I want to be done, or to have done, is the wiring loom for the engine. So that's my helming seat, and as you can see, there's quite a few loops of wiring loom, and there's even a repair in it. So I want that shortened because I don't want that cable hanging around. I think it's about 7 meters long, and as the helm seat is there and the engine is literally where Buckley is sitting, yeah, I want that shortened. I think there's about 14 wires that do something, because it's a multi-instrument display thing on the Steyr engines. So somebody's coming in to shorten that for me, and that will make it a lot easier to yeah, get rid of the wires basically and lose that repair, which looks a bit flimsy and nasty. So hopefully that will be done a weekend pretty soon.
But let's make sure that they're not all called 18. 18's a product number or something, and no, they're all individually numbered. Again, I speak from bitter experience. Yeah, they should have used heat shrink on this. I don't like using insulation tape, not in a marine environment.
I think the problem was
it was quick.
They promised to deliver the boat in April or even the end of March, and then they found all kinds of stuff wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
And this must have been one of them. When they cut out the interior of the boat, they actually went, oops, we went through the wiring loom for the engine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just turned together, is it? Let's have a look.
I think it's soldered. Typical mechanic repair. They've used probably plumber's flux. But anyway, it works. It's an interesting repair. Presumably that one's the same.
I'd say so. There's no reason to believe that that would be any different.
You can just see the solder it just looks horrible.
Yep.
Because there's just not enough heat to melt it, and all the heat in the tip is dissipated into the joint, and the temperature just drops.
Yep.
It's awful, and many a job you see where people have done that, and they say, well, it'll be okay.
Put some heat shrink on it, it'll stick.
Usually it is, but sometimes it's not.
So the numbers are probably on here as well then, eh? On the new plug.
It was, I can't read it with my eyes. That's why I'll do it one at a time. So there's no... One of these packets is open. Now it's a weeny bit too short.
Sod's law.
It's more than a weeny bit. Now you see you've got that little hole there, and that tells you that it's gone in far enough. So this cuts at 5 millimeters, so obviously it's 4.
Can you set that to length?
I can, but 5 millimeters is the minimum.
Right.
And this is obviously 4 millimeters.
Because it needs to grab it, otherwise, yeah. At the end of today's video, this is my CD storage behind the backrest of my sofa in the snug. Put some hinges on the lockers. I've got my engine cable sorted, as you saw, so that's a little loop now. It's all up and working the way it should be, and I kind of made a carcass for the lockers in the galley. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you want to. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.